The story of Meg the Egg. Meg the Egg was afraid. Ever since she heard the news of her distant cousin twice removed, Humpty Dumpty, going splat off the wall, she lived in fear of her own mortality. She had spent the past 5 years in a cushy home, with no corners or sharp objects allowed. All surfaces were squishy, including the walls, for her ultimate protection and security. It was quite the investment, but nonetheless Meg the Egg believed it was worth it. But it was quite the lonely existence, being stuck inside all day, and in fear of an accidental collision with other eggs. She hadn't seen her family for a long time. The isolation began to bother Meg the Egg, and she became starved for connection with others. Meg the Egg decided to take a chance and actually meet the delivery guy in person one day. She would normally be too afraid to open the door herself, so she would have her order set inside the door while she watched from afar. When she finally met eyes with him, it was like love at first sight. His shining green skin and charming smile made her swoon like never before. Feeling brave and driven by her attraction to him, she decided to ask if he'd like to come in and have a pouch of juice. The delivery guy, an extroverted and pretty chill kind of dude, happily agreed to enjoy some delish juice. Once they were settled at her table, Meg the Egg's prolonged loneliness caused her to divulge her life story and current situation to him. He was very compassionate and understanding of her predicament, listening intently and offering reassurance. He wanted to help free her from a life of fear and confinement. He would show her the ways of a rad and adventurous life. Before leaving, the delivery guy introduced himself as Graham Smith Apple and promised to come back the next day to hang out. Meg the Egg was so thrilled and excited to see him again. As time went on and Graham gained Meg the Egg's trust, he got her to go outside and brought her on amazing and thrilling adventures. Meg the Egg got to experience the beauty of living fully for the first time, and she was happier than ever. Things couldn't have been better. Graham told her about his own epiphany for life, which he discovered while growing high above in an apple tree. While spending every day of his early existence dangling from nothing but his little stem, he learned to accept that every day is a miracle, and taking advantage of it is more important than the fear of falling. He even showed her the gnarly bruise he got when he finally broke free from the tree. Meg the Egg's resolve to continue facing her fears only strengthened after hearing his story. Together with Graham, she believed she would be happy no matter what. She also began to fall madly in love with him as they got closer, spending more time with him each day. One day, Graham decided to take Meg the Egg to the ledge near the apple tree he grew upon. He insisted it had an amazing view of the neighborhood that would take her breath away, and it was exactly that. Beautiful, to the point where she was brought to tears of joy. Graham let out a gentle sigh, reminiscing what he got to see every day when growing up in the past. Caught up in the joy and sentimentality of the moment, Meg the Egg decided she would try to hold hands with Graham for the first time. So focused on trying to grab Graham's hand, Meg the Egg didn't realize she was leaning too far over the edge of the ledge. Before she knew it, she lost her balance and started falling toward the ground. Graham stared down at Meg's remains in horror, in disbelief of what he was seeing. He needed to do something quickly, so he rushed down as fast as he could to where Meg's body was. By the time he got to Meg's body, a dog was already lapping up her innards. Graham was horrified and scarred for life.